I just wanted to give you some really fun facts on sugar and insulin, right? I am just super passionate about sugar. And so I just want to teach you a little bit about how insulin works. I think there's some confusion on this. And so sugar is converted into glucose, and the body primarily likes to use glucose and fat for fuel. However, did you know that if your blood sugar is high, then it blocks your body from using any fat for fuel? Did you also know that you can't get glucose into a cell without insulin? Insulin's a hormone, but it's also an escort to get glucose into a cell. I know we've all heard of insulin, but I think it's important that we really understand what it does. Well, insulin helps it get in so that we can actually use the sugar in our cell, because it does us no good if the sugar is just floating around in our body. In fact, that's very toxic to the body. And that's why, because of that toxicity, that's why it blocks fat for fuel, because when our blood sugar goes up, the body's like, I don't like this. We need to get rid of it. We need to use the sugar right now, first and foremost, to get our body back to a happy state. So it blocks fat for fuel. And then also, insulin is an anabolic hormone. So what that means is it actually builds up the body. I always felt like insulin, I knew it had everything to do with like diabetes and blood sugar, but as I learned about it, I kind of put it in this category that it helps break down sugar for energy. So that would be catabolic, but that's not true. One of its primary purposes is to refill all the glycogen stores in the body. The body likes to have about 2,000 calories of glycogen at any given point, so that if you hit a fight or flight situation, you have that in reserve. The body likes to feel comfortable, and it likes to have things in place. So it puts those into place, and then it also fills up all of your all the excess sugar. It turns into fat for fuel. So it kind of works against us. If we eat a really high sugar diet or high glycemic diet that produces a lot of glucose, the body will use, really, it's pretty a small amount that it uses for fuel right away. It stores the other in glycogen, and then insulin helps it to convert all the rest to fat. Meanwhile, while glucose and insulin are high, it blocks fat for fuel. So this is why we can get into a hamster wheel where people are eating really high glycemic diets, they're having big blood sugar swings, and they feel tired. Well, they feel tired because there's fat that could be used, but because of the lifestyle choice and the food choices that they've ate, the body isn't going to use the fat for fuel. It's going to continuously use the sugar. And as this progresses, you can often have high fasting insulin. And so now when you have insulin that's high, even when you're fasting, your fasting state is no longer going to use fat for fuel. So it's a vicious cycle. I hope this helps. I hope that you guys have a great day. Feel empowered and inspired, and know that your food is information for the body. Have a great day. Bye.